Ding ding ding
Ugh.
ding 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 ding.
Computer, you need to stop muting Skype.
Yeah.
Hey. Now, welcome to part 49.
How can there be an earthquake on a bridge?
How can there be an earthquake when we're underground?
That's logical. Not the bridge shaking. Not the bridge having an earthquake.
But I can feel phonic arts being used.
No, if you're underground, then stuff above you should be shaking, not stuff you're inside.
Not technically.
Or
An enemy?
True.
Even if it is, we don't have a choice. We have to keep going.
I mean, if the ground above them is opening up, then yes, it would make sense.
Shut up.
I sure
But anyway,
Let's keep making fun of them even though our lives are in danger.
Don't say things like that.
and then guys, it's like, let's just hope this bridge is still here. Otherwise, Otherwise, we're gonna be stuck here forever, and we'll just die.
Define die.
The fact that we can't get out of here, and there's no food or water. Cannibalism only lasts for so long.
You'll also turn into a Wendigo if you do that.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry, but I've seen the Until Dawn spoilers, but and that text bubble is glitching the F out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like, where do I go?
For some
Where do I go?
reason, because of the animation, it messes with the text bubble and it keeps moving around.
But anyway, like I was saying, I've seen the Until Dawn spoilers, and every time I hear the term Wendigo, I think of the X-Men villain Wendigo.
Oh jeez.
Anyway, here's our
forgot
boss, Tyranopian. He's a joke.
A Tyrannosaurus Scorpion. How does that work?
Fantasy.
Good point.
Also, he's a complete joke.
He can poison you though. Be careful about that.
I've never had him poison me at all.
It's only one specific move that can poison.
I must have never ever seen him do it then.
Yeah. You'll know he'll do it. You'll know he does it because he starts spinning his tail around a lot.
Yeah, like that.
No, he
Like
will
that?
physically spin it in a circle.
Like what he was doing there.
Not quite like that. More like a helicopter blade.
Yeah, so many rending stuff.
Yeah.
And I barely use any of it.
Well, you should because rending style arts are his strongest arts.
I love that pause. Rending Quake. Oh, not the best of idea.
I kind of wish there was a way to just quick menu that instead of having to pause the whole game. Can you do that in the 3DS version? Like rearrange your arts mid-battle without pausing?
Yeah, you can.
That is...
Or
see,
wait, without pausing? No, you still
Yeah.
have to pause the game.
Okay. I thought there was some, if you use the touchscreen, you can, rearrange your arts mid-battle
That would
or
take
something.
way too long.
Not really, more just like a drag and drop kind of thing.
That would still take way too long.
Good point. It'd be nice, though. And I'm getting my ass kicked.
He's basically messing with guy, and he's like, no, go away. Just push it away.
Pretty much.
I'm
This boss really isn't that difficult. He just has a lot of defense. And at this point, the reason why Guy's getting his ass kicked is I think I forgot to give him armor. I think. That or the armor that I got him is just so crappy right now that even at this point in the game, buying it was useless.
I think it's fun.
But Raising Phoenix. Booyah.
Nah.
It didn't do much because I don't think he's weak against fire.
Oh, he actually
so.
reveals himself to be an actual scorpion now.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
I've
is.
never actually seen.
When he gets halfway dead, he loses his rock armor, and I don't think that actually makes him weaker. I think it's just an aesthetic change.
I think it is. It's just an aesthetic change, yeah. And he becomes a lot fiercer too, apparently.
Yeah. Sometimes that tends to happen with bosses in these kind of games. It's like when they get halfway done, they change up their attack pattern.
Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never actually seen him be in this form.
Well, again, you you have better luck than me, where you kill guys like super fast.
He was still in his armor when I killed him. So it
Like I
must be-
said, you
so it
have
must
better
be-
luck than me and managed to kill bosses super fast. Yeah, see that attack, Poison Wheel?
He did.
He uses that a lot more when he loses his armor.
I've never seen him lose his armor.
Again, it either happened so fast that you didn't pay attention to it, or you just got lucky.
I think it might have to do with you actually using a heavy attack in order for it to actually happen. I didn't
Maybe.
really use that many heavy attacks, and they eventually killed him. So I'm guessing that's what happened.
That's possible.
So there's a
I'm not mad.
So there's a
It's like,
strategy.
you know-
There's a strategy for you. Unless you want a really ridiculously heavy, really ridiculous boss fight, don't destroy the armor.
I don't know if that's necessarily true or not. Again, it's been a while since I played this, and he's always done this for me, so
He never did it for me.
maybe you're just lucky.
He never did it for me.
Like I said, that or maybe the 3DS version is slightly different. Maybe it's a little easier. I don't know. I've never played the 3DS version.
No, so far it's been exactly the same from my understanding.
That's fine. Like I said, it's perfectly fine. You get to see things that you didn't see in your run.
Weird. maybe he was just showing mercy.
Maybe.
He just did.
I mean, you do tend to go like, oh, new dungeon, let's gain 10 more levels.
What's that? Optional boss? Gain 3 levels.
Nice.
Maybe a monster from the Dawn Age.
We'll get to him eventually. I recorded that earlier.
What a joke.
But I didn't think they were supposed to be this
Shut
aggressive.
up.
I
that
take that back. I think they did show his original I think they did show his out of armor state during this
Mages have been
cutscene.
guarding the ruins.
Well, I think they have to.
I think that's I think that's actually what happened. I killed him when he was still in his armor, but he didn't have any armor during this one.
I agree wholeheartedly.
And I'm like, wait, he was an actual scorpion? I thought he was just a dinosaur. Just like, holy fucking shit, there's a dinosaur.
I knew somebody was
Jesus
gonna bring that.
Christ. What?
the fuck? That's a nostalgia critic thing, right?
I can't even remember. I don't think it is. I have to look it up. I think that's just a random song, actually.
Maybe. I just remember hearing it in a nostalgia critic episode.
He might have just used it.
Yeah, that's why I said I remember hearing it in that. It didn't necessarily mean it's a joke specifically from him.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I have two Wazier Rapers, probably mainly because I bought one and then I found another one. That's a running theme that happens to me in these games. Like, don't bother buying armor because you're just gonna find it in the next dungeon.
Whenever I find new armor inside the dungeon, I just give it to the guy.
Yeah, same here, because... Well, usually I have enough money to afford weapons and armor for both Guy and Luke. And then I end up getting the sword that I bought earlier. Like, I could have just bought one.
What if I spent too much money?
And I would stop doing that, but with my luck, the second I only buy one item, I'm going to go through the dungeon and not find it again, so I was going to need to buy it.
Yeah, you just buy it later.
I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Eh.
And we're in yet another one of these boring-ass dungeons. God. And somehow I got turned around there.
Mario uses cape. Mario appeared for like 2 seconds and flipped you around with his cape. Not to get on my platform, will you?
I'm sorry, but this is just one aspect of this game that I will never like, because it's just... Let's copy paste the same dungeon 4 times. That won't get tedious. Dang it, Namco.
Well, I think reusing assets in the middle of the game, that's a great sign.
Well, reusing assets is something that most video games do, because you can only come up with so many designs before you run out of ideas. But the fact that they are literally copy-pasting every single one of these Sephiroph dungeons, I mean, these have been the same since Shuri Hill, and this is the 3rd one we've been to. It's the same freaking dungeon.
Well, I wouldn't say it's exactly the same. At least you're not. At least you're not looking for phonic hymns anymore.
No, I mean, the gimmick is slightly different this time, but it's still essentially the same concept.
The gimmick, in quotations.
Exactly, that's my point. It's literally the same dungeon, only minor differences. It's boring.
No, I'm saying it. I'm just saying it's like oh this dungeon has a gimmick, and by gimmick you mean just going down a hallway.
Well, most of these dungeons do. This is one of the exceptions. But this, if anything, that makes this dungeon even more frustrating because it doesn't even have it. Like, there's no point to having enemies in this dungeon.
That's right, Luke. Mash that square button.
Well, that's the X button.
The exit button on there.
Yeah, in the PlayStation version, X is attack and square is art.
Now, see, that would throw you off in the 3DS version because attack is A.
You can fix that if you can change that.
You can if you want to, but
you can change it in the PS2 version as well if you want to. It's just I like having X be my standard attack and circle and square being my arts.
Yeah, it's like A for a normal attack, B does the arts, X opens the menu, and Y guards. Yeah. And Tears had
makes sense.
And Tears had enough of this crap.
Yeah, I think she might use her Mystic Art. I don't know for sure, though.
Don't forget that Nightmare does count as a high phonic art.
I know.
Enhanced cast. Why are you using it?
I don't know why she's using that. I thought I turned that off. There she goes.
Last minute, too. Not gonna lie. I was fighting a treant at one point.
And that happened?
Actually, it was using a jump attack, and like as soon as she cast it, it was like a long pause, and it just jumps off screen.
It should have killed both of those, but the first hit knocked them out of its range, and so then she missed every other hit. That doesn't normally happen. It was just kind of a fluke.
Just like the treant that jumped off screen. It's like screw this, I'm out of here.
To be fair, sometimes Mystic Arts aren't perfect. I mean, unless there's like pretty much the only Mystic Art that has a 0% chance of missing
is Jade's.
Because it's a screen nuke.
I make sure nothing leaves.
I mean, Tears is kind of a screen nuke, but it
takes up like 50%.
It's concentrated. It's only in like a straight line.
No, it takes up like 50% of the arena.
This place is
Yeah.
huge.
It's kind of like Luke, except you don't have to worry about being directly in front of the guy to hit it.
I'll shoot a beam right in your stupid face.
We've been living on top of these things.
I like Luke's Mystic Art. It looks cool. It's like a Dragon Ball attack.
You see, so what kind of a beam attack is he trying to use in it then?
Can at times reveal things that were better left unknown.
It's like he's making a really big energy ball and then just throwing it at you. It's kind of like a death ball, only with your mind.
So what is he trying? So what you think? What attack do you think he's trying to use? Gallic Gun, Final Flash.
Let's go.
No, like I said, it looks more like he's like. Actually, no, you're right. It kind of does look like Final Flash the way his hands are.
I think Gallic Gun more.
Either way, it looks interesting, and that is one minor nitpick that I have with the later Tales games. Nothing wrong with it, but specifically Grace's F, the Mystic Arts go by really fast.
It's like you blink, you miss.
Basically, I mean, compared to this game, where they don't have to be super. I'm not talking like Final Fantasy summon lengths, but.
And Jade proceeds to nuke everything.
I don't know if he has enough TP to use it. Oh, there he goes.
Mystic Arts don't use TP.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if he had enough TP to cast a high-level spell for his...
Wouldn't matter. He can still use it.
That's true. But anyway, so, they don't have to be, 2.5, 3 minutes long. They don't have to have, a huge cutscene. But they also don't need to only be, 6 seconds long.
They don't need,
look at Grace's.
They don't need to be giant cutscenes. Look at Zelia.
Well, Zillia's Mystic Arts don't take that long.
It may as well be a short film.
They take longer in Zilia too.
Yeah, I think that's what I was referring to. It's been a while since I had to boot up Zillia.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since I played Zillia 1. And it's been a while since Zillia 2 as well. In fact, I think I beat Zillia 2 in March.
Yeah, I think
So
I
it has been a
think
while.
I remember now. Yeah, it was Zillia 2 where the Mrs. Guards just went into short movies for some reason.
Mainly Lugers.
They're all Lugers.
No, I'm just like... No, I'm saying Lugers in general. Everybody else's isn't super long. Everybody else's, they just copy-pasted from Zillia 1. Lugers, Mystic Art, yeah, goes on for like 50 seconds.
For all his life, Luger really wanted to be a 007 action star. Even he looks.
Well, it's not his fault that handguns are the best weapons he gets in the entire game.
It's not his fault. He looks like James Bond.
No, handguns are by far his best type of weapon in that game.
I'm just saying, he looks like James Bond. And the fan base actually. And I'm speaking of Otakon. People were talking about Luger, and actually brought up a really good point. Apparently, Luger is pretty much the Dante of the series.
Speaking of Otakon, we didn't even mention Otakon.
Yeah,
But yeah, well, I mean, why? Because he uses guns?
he uses everything.
That's true.
He just throws everything. He just has a kitchen sink. Mommy, are we there yet?
Quiet, Annis. Aren't you riding on Tokunaga the whole time?
Probably not.
You should.
What if he runs on an egg timer?
I mean, think about it. If she uses Tokunaga to fight, that's clearly how she moves around in battle. Why doesn't she just ride Tokunaga the whole time?
He probably runs on a timer.
I don't know.
Just set it for like 5 minutes.
Boo.
Yeah, boob.
Again, I kind of wish these were voiced. Not a huge loss.
No, Annis. They're saying boo, Annis. Boo, Annis.
Are you saying boo or boo Annis? Boo.
No, they're saying boo, Annis. Boo, Annis.
That's not even a word. Oh, wait. That's the wrong way.
Luke always wanted.
Going down past me.
Luke always wanted to run into a pillar.
No, I got turned around and started going back up. Out of my way.
Luke figures
I
out
don't
a
wanna
short.
deal with you.
Luke figures out a short-term solution to his memory loss.
At this point, I think he has all of his memories back, or at least the memories that are important enough.
Yet he still keeps his diary.
Well, the diary acts as our synopsis.
Dear diary, today Jada was his packet. then when he goes to bed, Jay takes it. It's like, today Jada was awesome.
God dang it. Sad thing is, I can see him doing that.
I kind of want to. I'm actually kind of curious. I want to see a Tales game where everybody gets a turn writing their own summary of events.
I can see that happening.
I can imagine.
I mean, they kind of were doing... Speaking of Zillia, they were kind of doing that with Zillia. Everyone had their own side story going on.
Well, that's not the same thing, though.
This one responded to me too.
Like, so,
No,
like
but
someone
I mean,
they have multiple people trying to do the synopsis at once.
Oh, I see.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember how the synopsis was in Zillia. I don't know if it
I
was...
need to get rid of the red part, right?
It's like I can imagine Leia trying to make everything exaggerated, trying to make herself look like the hero.
I mean, sometimes they do it like Symphonia does, where like it goes by a narrative perspective. Sometimes the synopsis is done by the character's point of view.
I like it better.
Just depends on what Namco decides to do.
I like it better when it's done from the character's point of view myself.
Yeah, I think this is the first game where that happens, and most of the games that follow this have that as well. Because I know Symphonia 2's... I know you're going to hate me for it, but
I know.
I have to bring it up because
it
it's
does.
relevant.
I know.
The grammar
Uh,
is
I know.
the same.
The synopsis is written by Marta in Symphonia 2.
No, it's
What do I
not.
write?
I thought it was.
No.
Oh no, it's written by Emil. You're right.
And then you can tell when Marta writes it because she writes in pink for some reason.
Yeah. Well, it's written by both of them, technically.
She see.
Anyway,
She-
in Graces, I don't remember because I never actually played that because I don't have it yet.
I never paid attention, so.
Next, trace a line from
Yeah.
the fourth Sephiroth
It's been a while
to
since
the
I've
third.
seen Graces. I will buy Graces eventually, either off the PSN store or if I just need to go to GameStop sometime and get it.
The third
No, Luke,
Sephiroth
you're
is
drawing a
sure
boat.
he'll,
Stop
right?
it.
I'll give it a try.
I like how the game has to remind you which Sephiroth was which. Although I don't mind it too much because
You
when
do
you're
forget it. You
like
do
me
forget
and you have-
quickly because they all look the frickin' same.
I do tend to forget things. Yeah, we get a fancy cutscene of raising the Outer Lands.
And then Gravity said no.
Well, we're kind of lifting the land, so it does have to have something to pull up.
I could imagine like spiritual angels having like construction
Looks like
gear
it's begun to descend.
and flagging the place down.
Let's wait beside the passage ring until it finishes. Just
Oh
in
no, wait,
case.
we were slowly descending it instead of because we couldn't stop it from falling.
Yeah,
we were
no,
just
I
trying to slow it down.
It finished the descent.
That was my fault.
Oh gosh, the frame rate just took a nosedive.
It's almost boring that
For
it all
like
went
2
so
seconds. All those particles and the lag.
The funny thing is, the 3DS version was going at the same frame rate
smoothly. Yeah, you're probably
all
right.
throughout.
You gotta remember, this is running off of a disc.
This is and the 3DS version's running off a
I might get
cartridge,
overconfident and let something
Yeah,
happen
but
that I
the
can't
a much
cartridge
smaller
isn't spinning.
cartridge.
A cartridge isn't spinning while it's running.
You don't have to look at me like that. I'm not
It
going
also
to
has
have any
much
more
less
outbursts.
space than a disc.
True, but it doesn't load. It doesn't need to load as much. If there's lag in a disc-based game, it's because it's loading too many things at once.
Or it just has too many things on screen at once.
Yeah, and those particles are kind of messing with it. Oh, there goes Tyr.
And suddenly and as soon as Tyr fell, the frame rate came back.
Well, because they're not covering the entire screen with those particles.
Worry about yourself more than your reputation as a soldier.
Hey, what's
No,
is
that's
that a treasure chest down
what
there?
she always does, Natalia.
Is that a treasure chest down there?
Thanks. I'm
God
fine.
damn it.
and it looked like she was trying to see
Then
through the
let's go
floor.
outside. We should check to see if we've arrived.
Well,
in
you
the-
technically can. The floor is made of glass.
It's not glass.
It looks like glass.
I wouldn't consider it glass
When you
myself.
think you're witnessing a problem, it's best to look for the
Something. It's definitely clear.
What? Oh.
Huh? What? Say something?
Yeah. Out of context, that makes no sense what happened there. I think he's supposed to be referencing the fact that Guy didn't do anything to help her because he's still scared of women.
Imagine if they were a guy. No, what are you doing? Go back.
I did.
Okay.
Because I realized, oh wait, I can use a wing bottle, can't I?
Yeah, but there's another wing bottle there.
Oh, did I miss? I must have forgotten to pick it up or
Yeah, it's
something.
yeah. When you after that cutscene, go to the left. You'll see a treasure chest, and it'll have a wing bottle in it.
Oh well. It's not that important.
It's important to me.
I'm editing this, so if I have to backtrack through an entire dungeon, I'll just cut to me getting out.
I'm sorry, but I'm looking at Mew's portrait, and it looks like he's sitting in an inner tube.
I know, every time I see it, I think that's an inner tube as well. I'm like,
Yeah, we're going surfing. We're gonna go surf. We're gonna.
is the ring, is the sorcerer's ring really that big?
Apparently. Sounds like, yeah, we're gonna go surfing in the phonons.
And where is my wing bottle?
You can't
I
use
don't
it.
know if I have
You
one.
can't use it through the menu.
And I don't even think I have one. Otherwise, it would be letting me use it right now. Or it would be giving me the option to use it right now, and it's not.
So you need one. It's like, yeah, the one time you need me, now you don't have it. What now, huh?
Not a big deal.
I'm just
Past me, get out of here.
past you. There's literally a wing bottle right beside the Sephiroth. Go get it.
I don't need it.
Past you. What are you doing? Past you. Stop.
Well, there is also a scene that happens after you get far enough in.
It's the exact same scene that happens when you go out.
It doesn't take very long to backtrack out of here. I could have sworn I cut this out.
You should have.
well.
Cut this out.
Pretty much all. This is pretty much all we were going to do in this episode anyway.
An innocent, AKA, he's saying an innocent version of "Bite Me."
Hey, my video, I can choose to do what I want with it.
It's my LP, and I'll do what I want to, whenever I
Basically.
want to, whenever I want to.
Basically. It's not like this is a very big dungeon anyway.
No.
I'm already out.
If you had a closer view, you'd be able to see the treasure chest from there.
Yeah. This game's draw distance isn't very good.
You know, one of these times I'm expecting a Sephiroth to have an express elevator.
I would love that.
It's like, man, how'd you get down there? Points at elevator. Oh. Why didn't we see that?
Or like we can just grow wings and just jump.
Annis, your doll has wings, right?
And can we just ride Tokunaga down there? No!
He's made of fluff. I don't think he'd survive the fall.
He fights monsters!
I don't think he'd survive the fall.
Get out of my way, jerk.
I can't even tell what that is. Is that a Brussels sprout?
I'm not sure either. It's hard to say.
I can't see.
I'm just glad I have the music muted or very low here because... God, the Sephiroph music is just so ear-grating. I do, like I've mentioned it before, it is a very nice song, but it's a constant loop, and you can only hear a 2.5 minute loop song for so long before it just
Starts to get irritating.
yeah. It's like 2.5 minutes, and how long are we in this dungeon? 15?
Ugh! It's all your fault.
Like, this is definitely the 7th level of hell.
We're in purgatory?
Constantly hearing the same 10-second loop over and over.
So you like music, don't you? Well, let's do all the music in the world. Ha ha ha.
Actually, that would be awesome.
I don't understand. The other guy had his ears busted for in 15 minutes.
God damn it.
That's like the one Halloween episode quote I remember.
Oh, yeah. Alright, you can keep your soul, Homer, but may that cursed donut be forever on your head!
Oh,
Homer, stop picking at it. Oh, but I'm so sweet and tasty. Oh.
oh, that's right. That was when Ned Flanders was the devil, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I remember now.
Flanders? You're the devil? It's always the person you least suspect.
Hey, save point.
Yep.
That bat.
Don't forget, the second you finish eating that donut, your soul is mine. Well, I can just not eat this last piece and then you'll never have my soul, right? I guess you could technically be that.
I remember that.
I'm smarter than the devil. Nobody is smarter than the devil!
He goes back and forth between Flanders and an actual devil.
No, like whenever he gets angry, he gets really big and actually looks like the devil.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
He's going back and forth between the actual devil and Flanders.
Yep. Forbidden donut. Oh.
Ah, your soul is fine.
Finishing something? Don't!
You're going the wrong way, by the way.
Yeah, I realized I got turned around. It's this stupid bridge right here. It throws me off. Like, it looks like it should lead you out, but it doesn't. Curse you, Namco! Like, and then there's like, wait, go left past me. Thank you.
Well, now you're just going backwards again.
Well, I know that. And I'm like, wait, your other left.
Apparently, Luke is so flabbergasted he can't tell left from right.
Basically. Actually, no, I did go left. I'm like, I'm supposed to go right. I'm like, wait a second.
I would laugh if
Now you're going too far back past me. What are you doing?
I would laugh if you just go all the way back to where you were.
I think what I was doing was I was going back to see if I missed a chest. And I'm like, wait a sec, I have to go this way.
I would laugh so hard.
There we
I would
go.
laugh you so hard if you just went, you take a giant U-turn, you went all the way back to Sephiroth, and be like, oh god.
I think I realized I was going all the way back, and I'm like, oh crap. And then this is when I realized, oh wait, there's two pathways. Damn you, Namco. There we go.
Yay.
Now you gotta run all the way up this stupid spiral. See, if I had a wing bottle, this wouldn't be such a big deal. But no, they had to hide the wing bottle in a frickin' chest somewhere that I couldn't see. So what did you think of this dungeon when you did it?
Meh. Nice.
Like every other Sephiroth.
Meh. I wasn't too worried about it because I actually used the wing bottle the game gave me.
Shut the hell up! It's not my fault I couldn't see where the treasure chest was with the wing bottle.
All the particles around were blocking my view.
Pretty much.
It was so
Plus, I'm playing this on an HD TV, so that kind of makes it even harder to see it sometimes.
it was so sparkly.
Basically. There we go. Ah, the Aurora Borealis. I didn't realize we were in Alaska.
Ouroboros.
We're definitely in the cliff off.
Oh no, we're in the. Oh right, we're underground.
George Bush were released in the atmosphere.
That's right.
No!
Our rendezvous
Just
point
the
is
fact that
Macedonia.
Yuri is yelling
I
no
think
as
no
soon
one's
as he
sure enough to
says
land
that
even with the
is
ground
so
to
great.
I forgot they spoofed that scene,
Let's
didn't
head
they?
to Macedonia.
Yes, they did. I've had enough of your bullshit. Out of the question. Gah.
my semen will be released in the atmosphere. Oh fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live.
It's only because the same voice actor that plays Alexei also does Wesker.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. I love that video. I have big balls. What? What was wrong with that? Complete global masturbation. What was wrong with that? No, it's actually saturation.
What? That shit, George Bush released it in the atmosphere.
God dang it. Ah, that's so great.
Now, fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live!
Next part, we'll do stuff.
Yes. We have to lower more of the Outer Lands.
Nah.